We're going to start our practice laying down today. So make your way to the floor. Lay down in a lying down butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees open wide. You can either rest your hands on the stomach, the floor, maybe overhead, kind of a diamond shape. Anything that feels good to you. And just take a few moments here to settle into your practice, to clear away your thoughts from your morning. And start to connect to your breath, finding your Ujjayi breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Slightly constricting the back of your throat so you can hear the sound of your breath. And work on making your inhales and exhales a little bit longer so you can use that breath throughout the practice. Hug both knees now into your chest, rock a little side to side, maybe draw a couple small circles on your lower back, moving the knees both directions just to gently massage it out. Then open up your arms out to a T, both arms out to the side, drop your knees to the left, turn your gaze to the right for a gentle spinal twist. And then take it the other way, drop your knees over to the right side, turn your gaze to the left. Good, now we're gonna bring it to center, keep your arms out to a T, bring your legs up to a tabletop position, 90-degree angle. So flex your feet, knees 90 degrees. Now slowly lower your knees towards the left as far as you can without actually touching the floor and without letting your right shoulder lift. So they might go like halfway, they might go 3/4 of the way, and then you bring it to center. And then you take your knees and start to lower them to the right side, resisting gravity. Make sure your left shoulder stays down and then bring it back to center. Slowly side to side at your own pace, trying to keep both shoulders down the whole time. So that way you're not straining your neck and your shoulders, and you're finding those obliques and those deeper core muscles here to resist gravity. Now you can keep doing that, or you can add on by straightening your legs and now do the same thing, but with the legs straight, taking them as far over to the left as you can, keeping that right shoulder down, bringing it to center, and then taking them as far over to the right side as you can, keeping the left shoulder down and then back to center. A couple more times to each side, either again with the straight legs or with the legs bent. Good, even it out, finish on the right side, then bring it back to center and bring your hands now right next to, alongside your hips here. Bring your legs back to that tabletop position, so that 90-degree angle. Keep your head down, pull your belly button down, press the lower back into the ground. Now with your legs bent at that 90-degree angle, lower your legs and tap your heels, just barely graze the floor and then lift them back up. Again, starting with the legs bent, tap your heels to the floor and then lift them back up. So just starting to go at your own pace, tapping into those lower abs here and trying not to arch your back. If you feel your back is arching, don't bring your heels all the way to the floor, just go part way down. One more like this. And then on the next one, you're going to extend the legs all the way straight. Now, this time you probably won't actually touch the heels, but just go as low as you can with your legs without arching the back, and then lift them back up. Leg raises with straight legs, feet flexed, lowering and lifting with control, finding your range of motion where you can keep it in your core and not strain your back. Couple more times. Good, on your next one, your last one, go as low as you can without arching your back and then just hold it and hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, full body stretch. Reach your arms overhead, reach the legs long, get as tall as you can. Then hug your knees in, rock and roll 2 or 3 times up and down your spine until you come up to a seated position. Good, now we're gonna set up for Navasana boat pose. So grab behind your hamstrings, sit up really tall, and then lean back and lift the legs. And maybe extend your arms. Now you can choose to keep your knees bent or maybe straighten the legs. Lift your chest up, you're balancing here on your tailbone, abs in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your feet down, hips width, for a reverse tabletop. Bring your hands about a foot behind you, fingers point forward. Open up your chest and then lift your hips. You can either keep your chin down, or if it feels okay on the neck, you can drop your head back. Good, lower the hips. Let's come back into boat pose one more time. Lift your chest up. Again, knees can be bent or straight, but add the twist. Take both arms, twist them to the right, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist to the left, to the other side. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Now place the feet down. Either reverse tabletop or straighten your legs. Point your toes for reverse plank. Hand position is the same. Fingers point forward. Open up your chest. Lift your hips. Maybe push those big toes down and point your feet. Good. Lower your hips. Roll over your knees. Come into a plank position on your forearms. Interlace your fingers all the way together for this one. Palms together. Elbows under the shoulders. And then walk your feet back. Feet about hips width distance apart. Strongly push through the forearms. Feel your shoulder blades pull apart. Hug the abs in. Try to create a nice straight line. And then from here, just float your right foot up a couple inches. Not too high because we don't want our butt to lift up, right? So keep your hips down and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you put it down and you switch and you float your left foot up just a few inches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the foot down. Stay in your plank and hold it. Last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. First child's pose. So big toes together, knees wide, forehead down, stretch those arms out in front. Reconnect to your breath here, resetting. Walk your hands to the right side of the mat. Left hand goes on top of the right. And then take it the other way. Left side, right hand goes on top of the left. Good, bring it to center up to a tabletop position to your hands and knees. Inhale, drop the belly, arch your back and gaze up for cow pose. Then exhale, tuck your chin in and round your spine for cat. Inhale as you arch, creating some movement in your spine. Exhale as you round. One more time. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. And then you'll find a neutral spine right in the middle. For our thread the needle stretch, take your right arm, lift it up. Thread it through, put your head down, walk that left hand forward, maybe crawl it a little bit to the right side, open up your shoulders and your upper back. Bring it right back into tabletop and switch sides, peeling the left arm up, threading it through, and then walking your right hand forward and maybe a little to the left. Good, back up again, reset in your tabletop position. From tabletop, opposite arm and leg now. So right arm forward, left leg extends back. Flex the foot, find your balance. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to elbow. Inhale to extend and reach it out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. One more time. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. You can hold and balance or bend your leg. Try to grab your foot and kick it away from you for a little back bend. Extend it back out and place it down. Other side, left arm, right leg. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale as you extend. One more time, pull it in, knee to elbow. And then extend and hold or bend your leg, grab your foot and kick it away from you. Stretch it back out. Set it down, and let's come into our first downward facing dog. Plant your hands shoulder width, tuck your toes, lift your hips up. And walk out your first down dog, bend one leg at a time, stretch your calves and hamstrings. Maybe bend one elbow at a time, just kind of move around. See how your body's feeling today in that first down dog. Start to work those shoulders away from the ears, pressing your chest back, pressing the heels closer to the floor with time. Inhale, glide forward to a high plank position on your hands and your toes. Good. Without moving the hands and feet, exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Inhale, forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale, forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet up to meet your hands, ragdoll. Feet stay hips width, bend your knees a lot and grab opposite elbows. And let yourself hang. Maybe shake your head, yes, no. Relax your neck. You can sway a little side to side, shifting the body weight from the right foot to the left foot, or also forward and back. Releasing your hands, roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Good, when you get to the top, we'll lift those arms all the way up. Take your right hand, grab your left wrist and pull it to the right foot. Standing side body stretch. And then we switch, the left hand grabs that right wrist and pull it to the left. Good, back to center. Try to interlace your fingers behind your lower back, or you can hold on to a strap or a towel here. Inhale, look up, open the chest and shoulders. Exhale, bend your knees a little bit and fold forward, keeping the hands interlaced. Now release the clasp of your hands. Inhale to a flat back. And then we're going to cross the feet here. So you take your right foot, cross it all the way behind the left, and bow over your legs with that left leg crossed in front. If your hamstrings don't feel open enough for straight legs, then put a bend in your knees. Hands can also be on blocks if they don't reach the floor. If you want to walk it to the side, try walking your hands over to the left side of your mat. Back to center, switch the cross of the feet. Right leg is crossed in front. Same options. You can fold straight forward, straight legs, bent legs, or you could walk it to the right side this time. Walk it back to center. Uncross the feet, bring them to touch at the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, fingertips either on the shins or on the floor. As you exhale, step to high plank. And first chaturanga will modify, dropping the knees down, hugging your elbows in, and slowly lower into the floor. Untuck the toes. Inhale to cobra pose, just a small back bend as you lift your chest. Exhale, back down. Push up to your knees to that modified plank. Tuck your toes under, reset back in your down dog. Look forward, step or hop both feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand, gazing up, maybe the palms touch overhead. And exhale with a flat back, swan dive back down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step to plank. Now you can repeat the chaturanga from the knees, or you can choose to be on your toes. Hug your elbows in and lower halfway. Chaturanga, push up. Then flipping over the feet, either coming into up dog, making sure the kneecaps stay off the floor, or you can stand your belly for cobra. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, same thing one more time. Hop or step to the front. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to stand. And exhale, swan dive right back down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step or hop, chaturanga, low push up. Any variation or modification. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, we'll meet in down dog. And take a couple deep breaths, hold your down dog. Lift your right leg up, open the hip, bend the leg, just get a nice stretch. Maybe draw a couple circles, moving the ankle around or the whole leg. Good, step your right foot now between your hands for a low lunge. Drop your back knee down, start with the hands on the right thigh, and sink down into that left hip flexor. You can keep the hands here or lift your arms up and gaze up, maybe palms touch together overhead. Hands to prayer position, twist your left elbow outside the right leg and then press through the palms to work them towards the center of your chest. Lower your hands back down either to the floor or to 2 blocks. Half split, straightening the right leg, flex that right foot, and then bow over your right leg. Good, let's rebend it. Just go straight to down dog. Step back and reset there. Then lift the left leg up. Let that hip open up, bend the leg. Again, maybe draw a couple circles, shake it out, get a nice stretch. Then take a big step forward to your low lunge, dropping that back knee down. Hands coming up to your left thigh now, sinking down into that right hip flexor. You can keep the hands on the thigh, or again, optional if you want to lift those arms up for a little more of a back bend, maybe pressing the palms together. Hands to heart center, twist right elbow outside the left leg. Again, press through those palms to help you work into that twist. Lower the hands back down for your half splits, straightening the front leg, flex that left foot and fold. Good, rebend the legs, step back to your down dog, reset there. Look forward, hop or step, both feet to the front. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Feet together, bend your knees for Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach the arms up, sit the hips back. Now hold the legs in chair, open twist, left arm forward, right arm twist back. Open twist. Then inhale, both arms back up to center, and exhale, twist the other way. Right arm forward, left arm back. Good, both arms back up, and then fold forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hop or step right back, chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Now this time, as you lift your right leg up, keep it straight and the hips square. Good. Exhale, shift forward and bring your knee to touch your nose. Inhale, lift it back up to a 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee to now touch the outside of the right tricep as you shift forward. And then inhale, back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, twist your right knee across to your left elbow. And then back up, 3-legged dog. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. You're on the ball of the back foot, hips are square to the front, arms are straight up. Find your balance here in your crescent, but anytime if you need to modify crescent, you can always drop the back knee to the floor for that low lunge. Now take that same open twist we did in chair. Left arm forward, right arm back, twisting from your waist. Inhale, both arms back up to regular crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Pivot the back heel down, arms out like a T. Gaze at your right hand and flip that palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down. We're going to go to side plank. So first, just step back to plank. Then keep your left hand down. Vashisthasana, side plank. Reach the right arm up. You can stack the feet or put your bottom knee on the floor to help you out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now both hands go back down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift your left leg up, straight leg, square hip. And we use our core and our breath. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee over to the outside of the left tricep. Try to touch it. And then inhale, back up. Exhale, twist your left knee to your right elbow or tricep. Inhale, lift it back up. step it forward, crescent lunge. Start on the ball of the back foot as you lift your arms up to that high lunge. Hips are square to the front. Good, find your open twist, right arm forward, left arm back, twisting from your waist. Both arms back up to crescent. Warrior two, pivot the back heel down, open up the hips, open up the arms like a T. Look at your left hand and flip that palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bring your hands down. We'll go to side plank with the right hand down. So as you step back, stack the feet or put your bottom knee down and left arm is up. Vashisthasana, side plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you put your hand back down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hop or step back to the front of your mat, feet together. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Now this time, bring your hands to heart center, sit a little lower, and we'll twist deeper, hooking the left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Pressing through those palms, working the hands to the center of the chest, keeping your knees right next to each other. If you want to add on, you can open your arms, left hand to the floor, right arm up. Or it could just be left fingertips, or it could be on a block, but you're trying to keep that left tricep on the outside of the right leg. Release to a forward fold. Separate your feet hips width. Padagustasana, peace fingers, hook onto your big toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Relax your neck, lay your elbows back to the side. Get a nice stretch into the backs of the legs. Releasing the toes, we'll walk our feet back together. Come back to chair pose, Utkatasana. And we'll bring that twist to the other side. Hands to heart center. Twist, right elbow outside the left leg. Again, press through those palms, either keeping the hands in prayer or maybe opening up the arms with the right fingertips down, left arm up. Release to that forward fold. And this time, open up your feet wider for Malasana, first squat. Turn your toes out 45 degrees, hands to heart center. You can sit on a block. You could open the feet wider if you need to. Try to use those elbows to help open up the hips and press your chest forward, lengthening the spine. If you want to add the arms, slide your right shoulder inside the right knee, open the arms, right hand down, left arm up, maybe gazing up towards that left hand. And then back to center. If you open the arms, make sure you switch sides, left hand down, right arm up. Good, back to center. Now we'll play with our Bakasana, crow pose. Always optional. If you want to leave it out, you can hang in ragdoll. If you want to practice your crow, walk your feet back, plant your hands shoulder width. Spread your fingers and bend your arms a little bit to make that little shelf. Put those knees up high on the triceps and then lean forward. Maybe one foot, maybe both feet, but keep looking forward past the edge of the mat. Strongly push the floor away. You're going to feel your back actually rounds as you hug your abs in tighter, and you're able to use your core more and less arms, right? So it's more about the core than it is about your upper body. Very nice, Jacqueline. Nice, you guys. Give it a couple attempts, right? And when you feel like you've had enough of your crow, we'll meet in a child's pose. This time, you can walk your knees together in your child's pose. Bring your arms alongside you. Let those shoulders relax and just take a few deep breaths to reset here. When you're ready to move, we'll meet back in our downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, step it forward back to your crescent lunge again, high crescent lunge on the right side. Then we'll take that same twist, hands come to heart center and twist, just like we did in the low lunge, just like we did in the chair. Hook your left elbow outside the right leg. You can go back to low lunge if you need to drop the knee down. If not, make sure you're really engaging and straightening through that back leg and then press through those palms to twist deeper, keeping the hands in prayer, or maybe you open the arms like you did in chair, bringing the left hand down and the right arm up, Keeping that left arm though on the outside of that right thigh. Carefully come back up to crescent, refine your balance there. Open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, walking that right hand forward, about 6 to 8 inches in front of that right baby toe, or maybe on a block. Flex that left foot, keep the hip open as you balance here on that right leg. Focus your eyes. Good, carefully go back to warrior two, reset the feet there. And then from there, straighten your right leg for triangle. Walk your left foot in just 1 or 2 inches. Shift your hips back, reach forward, right hand on the shin or the foot, left arm directly up to the ceiling. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Good, use your core to stand yourself back up and come back to warrior two. Walk the back foot out, rebend that front leg. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down, straight to chaturanga this time, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift your left leg up and step it forward. Last time, crescent lunge on the left side. Hands come to heart center, and we find that twist. Right elbow outside the left leg. Again, you choose if you're going to drop the back knee down or not, but if it's not down, then you really have to engage that leg. That will help you to balance. Press through the palms. Maybe open the arms if you did so on the other side. Right hand down, left arm up. Now, use your legs and your core to carefully come back up. Crescent lunge. Nice. Open to warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, reach forward for half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand, again, 6 to 8 inches in front of the baby toe, usually closer to that left corner of the mat. Peel that right hip open and flex the foot. Focus your eyes to help you with the balance. Step back, warrior two, reset. Then from there, straighten out your front leg, walk your right foot in just 1 or 2 inches for triangle, shift the hips back, reach really far forward, and then place that left hand down on the leg and the right arm up to the ceiling. And try to think about creating length here through both sides of your waist. Lift back up to stand and come back to warrior two. Walk that foot back out, rebend your front leg. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Then bring your knees down to the floor for a moment to tabletop. And we'll set up for a dolphin pose. So grabbing onto the outside of the triceps to measure it out. Keep your elbows there as you extend the forearms. Palms flat, forearms parallel. Then retuck your toes and lift your hips up for dolphin. Push the floor away, building strength in your shoulders here. Walk your feet together in the middle. You can just hold, or you can challenge yourself and lift your right leg up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down and lift your left leg up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg, child's pose. Take a few moments, reset in child's pose. Come back up to tabletop for puppy pose, so you can stretch out your shoulders, keeping the hips up, walking the hands forward, melting your chin and chest towards the floor. If the chin doesn't reach, you can also place your forehead down, but still think about melting the chest down. Walk the hands in and come back to down dog. Lift your right leg up and step it outside your right hand for lizard, dropping the back knee down. So your right toe should point straight forward, right at the edge of the mat though, knee over the ankle, and then both hands or elbows on the inside of the foot or maybe yoga blocks. But just trying to get as low as you can so you feel a good stretch into that right hip. Now come back up to the hands. Turn your right foot out to the side about 45 degrees. Keep your left hand down and twist. Peel the right arm back. And you can hold here like those open twists that we did, or you can add a quad stretch by grabbing onto that back foot and pulling it towards you. Then let go and go back to down dog. Step back, reset. And we'll switch sides, lifting the left leg up, step it outside that left hand, back knee down, starting with the regular lizard first with all 5 toes pointing forward and bringing the hands or elbows down on the inside of that left foot. Pressing back up to your hands for the second variation, turning your foot out, putting your right hand down, twist, peel the left arm back, staying there or catching a hold of that back foot and pulling it in. Good, let go, step back again to your down dog. And look forward, step or hop both feet to the front and roll up to stand. Step to face one of the long edges of your mat. Open up your feet wide and parallel. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Look up, open your chest and your shoulders and fold forward. Straddle forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Starting with the hands interlaced to open up your chest and shoulders first, but also getting the stretch to the backs of the legs. Release the hands, walk them through the middle, try to fold deeper. Walk both hands over to your left leg, grab your ankle, pull your nose closer to the left side. And then take it the other way. Walk your hands over to the right leg and pull your nose closer to the right leg. Bring it to center. Find a flat back. Place your right hand directly into your nose. Twist, peel your left arm up to the ceiling. And switch, left hand down, twist, and peel your right arm up. Good, both hands down, put a soft bend to your knees, hands to hips, slowly come up, and we'll step back to the front of the mat for Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or hop. Chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog. And exhale to down dog. And then you can lower your knees down. We're going to play a little bit with our tripod headstand. If you don't want to practice tripod, you have 2 other options. You can go back to your crow pose, because crow is a good foundation for tripod, or you could go back to dolphin. So if you don't want to do crow or tripod, you can practice dolphin here on the forearms. If you're gonna practice your tripod, put your palm on your forehead where your middle finger lands. That tells you where the flat spot is, so that your neck is nice and straight when you go upside down. All right, I tuck my chin in, I put my head down. My head and my hands, they make a triangle. That's why it's called tripod. I have a 90-degree bend in the elbows. Tuck your toes and straighten your legs like you're doing a down dog on your head. One leg at a time. You put your knee on the shelf and then put your knee on the other shelf. It's like you did a crow pose, but you fell on your head, right? You can stay here. Just get comfortable with the idea of standing on your head, right? This is a headstand. But if you want to lift the legs, you got to go slow and really find those core muscles, right? Suck your abs in, lift your knees an inch off the triceps, maybe hover there, or maybe slowly extend the legs straight up. It is a full body effort, right? You're squeezing the legs, reaching through those toes, active feet and legs, elbows, they make sure they're squeezing towards each other, not splaying out to the side, abs in, so we have that neutral spine. I'm not over tucking or overarching, I have that natural curve, as if I was standing upside down or standing in mountain pose and I just flip myself upside down. Again, from the side, so you can see. Again, if you already know this, you go ahead, start to play with it. Otherwise, set it up, top of the head, hands, make a triangle, 90-degree angle. Lift one leg up, set the knee on the shelf. Lift the other leg up and set it there. And this is just the first step, right? Getting comfortable here. But if you're gonna lift the legs, lean your hips over those shoulders and take your time. If you go slow, you'll have more control. If you rush, you'll probably fall because you have too much momentum. Eventually, some of you will come up like this with a split leg without putting the knees on the shelf, just leaning the hips and floating that foot up. But again, that's going to require a lot of core strength because we don't want to jump. Whenever you've had enough, we'll always meet in a child's pose, because if you sit up too fast, the blood rushes to your head, especially if you've been upside down for a while. So take another minute or two, play with it if you want. Again, if tripod is not for you today, no worries. Maybe you go back to your crow, maybe you go back to your dolphin. Or if you just need a little break, we've done a lot today, maybe just stay in child's pose. Eventually, we're going to make our way to child's pose. So finish up the last one and then meet back in either version of child's pose, whether you like the knees together or the knees wide, and take a few moments to reset. When you feel ready, coming back to your down dog. Look forward, step or hop to the front, and roll yourself up to stand nice and slow. Once you come up, dancer pose, just the regular dancer, not the strapped version today, because we didn't do a ton of back bends yet. But we're going to lift our left arm up and take our right hand back to our right foot or ankle, find your balance, and slowly kick that right leg up behind you, Chaturanga, a dancer pose. Take a couple deep breaths. And when you're ready, we'll switch sides. You take your right arm up, left hand inside or outside of the left foot. Find your balance first, holding that foot, and then slowly extend it into that back bend. Once you feel like you've evened out both sides, we'll meet back in our mountain pose, Tadasana. Stand up nice and tall, resetting the spine. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to a flat back. This time, don't go to Chaturanga. Just step back to high plank and then lower to the ground, all the way down for a couple more back bends. Not a lot, just a couple more. Forehead down, airplane your arms by your side for locust, and lift everything up. Squeeze the legs together, lift your chest, lift your legs, lift your arms, strengthening your back, which is important to do to counter all the core work we did as well. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, one ear down, let everything relax. You can repeat that or interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Everything else is the same, lifting back up. If your hands are interlaced, try to lift them a little bit away from that tailbone and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, other ear down, relax. And then just one more today. You can pick one of those two to repeat, or you can go for bow pose, Dhanurasana. Bending the legs, grabbing for the outside of your ankles, knees and feet about hips width, maybe slightly wider, and then kick through the shins. Really kick back through those legs to help peel the chest up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you release, let go of your feet. Keep the legs bent and gently windshield wiper your shins from one side to the other to release your lower back. And press back to one more child's pose, resetting your spine. Make your way to downward facing dog. Just for a couple breaths. This is our last down dog, so just taking a moment to check in here as well. See how it feels compared to your first down dog. We'll step to the front and have a seat. Extend the left leg straight. Step your right foot across for a seated twist. Left arm hugs the leg or hook your elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Right fingertips on the floor behind you, lengthening your spine as you twist. Untwist, keep your left leg straight, move your right foot next to the inner thigh for Janu Shirsasana. Lift your arms up and fold over your left leg. Now let's come up and switch sides, starting with the twist first. So extend the right leg out straight, step the left foot across, and then either hug the knee or hook that right elbow outside the thigh and sit up tall as you twist. Coming back to center, moving that left foot next to the right inner thigh for Janu Shirsasana. Flex that right foot and bow and fold over that right leg. Now slowly come up and we'll bring both feet together for butterfly, Baddha Konasana. So pulling the feet in, maybe using those elbows to help open up those inner thighs a little bit more as you fold. You can keep holding onto the ankles and using the elbows to push down, or you can walk your hands forward and fold over your legs. Walk your hands back in, guide your legs together, and then make sure you have space behind you, and we'll roll back down onto our backs. Happy baby, grabbing the inside edges of the feet, lengthen the tailbone down, maybe a little rock side to side. And then place your feet on the floor, knees bent, arms back out to a T. Cross your right knee all the way over your left knee for a cross-legged spinal twist. Move your hips an inch or two to the right. Drop the knees to the left with that right leg crossed on top. If it feels okay in the neck, turn your head, look to the right. So just a deeper version of the twist that we did at the very beginning of our practice. Bring the legs through center, and then we'll switch to cross. So we'll take the left leg, cross it over the right, move your hips an inch or two to the left, Drop the knees to the right and maybe turn your gaze to the left, taking that cross-leg spinal twist to the opposite side. Let's bring it back to center. Uncross your legs. Wrap your arms now all the way around your shins. Bring your forehead up to your knees. Give yourself a big hug. And let it all go. Coming into Shavasana, our final relaxation. Extend the legs out long and let the feet just fall open wide. Arms relax alongside you with the palms facing up. See if you can shrug your shoulders down away from your ears to help keep your neck long. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale all the air out the mouth. And as you let it go, let your muscles relax into the floor. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Start to bring some small movements back to your body. Maybe draw a few circles with the wrists and ankles, moving them in both directions, or gently moving your head a little bit side to side. Anything that feels good to you. And then when you feel ready, we'll reach those arms overhead, or reach the legs long, create that nice full body stretch, getting as tall as you can. And hug your knees into your chest and roll over to one side, coming into a fetal position. Use the hands to help press you all the way up to seated, crossing the legs, sitting up tall. Hands come together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. And take a couple last deep breaths here, scanning your body, noticing how it feels after your yoga practice today. And take one more nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale all the air out the mouth, letting it go. Lifting your hands to your forehead, your third eye center, and bowing forward. Namaste.